Guys, how are you? Welcome to Holistichoney. I am Dee Amber and I am going to talk to you guys today about my first crystals and how I feel about them, why did I choose them, and how you can choose your first crystals. So let's get started. I just want to let you guys know that you have to be very careful about the crystal shop that you choose because you want to make sure that the vibe is good and you want to make sure that the people there are nice and that they are carrying a positive energy, because crystals hold a lot of energy. Energy is transformed, so you want to make sure that there's not any negative energy like hanging around the place. So I never experienced that. Like, most of the new age shops that I go into are super cool. Everyone that works there is always nice and friendly and they're so helpful, so I am grateful for that. Basically went to a couple of shops, one here where I live, and then I also went to one with my sister where she lives. So this is like a cool hobby. Even if you like don't want to spend money and you don't want to, you know, basically spend money, just go to these new age shops because they carry so much positive energy. There's so many great books, there's so much jewelry to look at, there's so much crystals, like there's all of that amazing stuff, and I love to be around it. I love to be around the smell, the incense, and the meditation music, and it's just a very beautiful space to go to. So I try to go as often as possible when I'm not busy, and I really enjoy myself. I do end up spending money, but I think that it is well worth it. I think that these places like really help you figure out how you're feeling, so that's where crystals come in. So crystals are going to support your healing. It's going to really like bring upon like a beautiful layer of healing and energy for you. I believe that this is energy that you already have inside of you, but I think that energy from crystals really support what you're trying to achieve, how you're trying to feel. I usually use crystals for like meditation. I use them because they're really pretty to have around the house. I use them to align my chakras, and I just really appreciate the positive energy that each of them hold. The energy that each of the crystals have are all specific to that crystals. I think that that's super cool because you get to choose what crystal serves you and what crystal doesn't. For instance, when you go to these new age shops, they usually have labels of what each crystal does, and that way you can determine which one is going to be good for you. And that's pretty much what I did. Both the shops that I went to had like labels letting you know exactly what the crystal does and why it does it and all of that stuff. I chose my citrine crystal, a white calcite crystal, and a cherry quartz crystal, and I will get into just a little second on why I chose those crystals. And these aren't because I need healing very much in these areas. I do this, like, I chose the crystals that I chose because I know that at some point I want to be able to like grab them and help them support that type of healings. You just never know what your life is going to bring day to day, and so I just like to be prepared. I do feel like balancing your chakras is so important. Funny story, I went to get a psychic reading and this lady was like, oh, I think your chakras are not aligned. She was like, oh, well, if you pay me $600, I will align your chakras for you. Don't ever do that, guys. No one can align your chakras for you. You have to be willing and ready to align your chakras for yourself, because you are ready to take that step of healing for yourself, and because you have an understanding of what it means to align your chakras. So yes, don't get tricked into that. You don't have to pay to align your chakras. Definitely crystals do this. A lot of people put crystals on their bodies, especially to help with the alignment of their chakras. So if you're wondering, I can give you like a little quick idea of what that would mean. So say if you are just in a bad space, like a bad space in your heart, and you're not really representing light and love, that would be having to heal your heart chakra. So therefore you would go find a crystal that aligns with, you know, love and maybe compassion or abundance with people, great relationships, just to heal that heart chakra. That is what people use crystals for when it comes to that. A lot of people believe that the energy is so transferable that you can like place it on your body and it'll physically like heal whatever is going on with you. So yes, the crystals that I have today, these are my first 3 crystals. It would be the citrine crystal here. It's not the prettiest crystal. It's not shaped in a beautiful way or anything. It's just raw and true to who it is, but it definitely holds the most energy out of the crystals that I have. And then the cherry quartz crystal is very pretty and pink, and it caught my eye because of how pretty and pink it is. And then we have the white calcite crystal, which is just very pure, and it is also a beautiful crystal. So I also have 2 Himalayan salt rocks. So one is in the background and then one is actually a candle, so it's not quite the lamp, but I love the lamp so far, and I just feel like I could just fill this entire place up with the lamps. Either way, so basically my citrine crystal, positive energy for sure, abundance for sure. It is just so powerful. Like, I usually sit my citrine crystal in my purse or near my wallet because I want to have that flow of like money coming in, and I truly believe that it supports that energy. My white calcite crystal is more for sleeping with because it's gonna support like a calm feeling. It is for all healing. So anytime I'm like feeling sick or down, I usually pick up my white calcite crystal because it's just going to support my healing energy. And then my cherry quartz crystal is really good for romance, sexual health, anything like sexy. My cherry quartz crystal is going to support that type of energy, so I'm definitely down for that. With my citrine crystal, I really love to meditate with it. I love to just like roll it around in my hand. My citrine crystal gets really hot, like I'm telling you guys, like it's very powerful. It has like a really warm feeling. Even if I just have it near me, I usually like put it in the pocket of my robe. You guys, I swear, this crystal has just beautiful energy. I kind of like to say that my citrine crystal has a life of its own because I swear sometimes I'll find it like under my couch or in a book or in my bed, just like in random places. It's so funny. And I just really appreciate the extra energy, and I love how they all have an energy of their own. So therefore, if I'm looking for a positive energy, I'll probably fix a cup of tea and just walk around with my citrine crystal in my hand until I have felt that energy transform to me. So yes, my conclusion with this is I'm so thankful for my first crystals. I have had these crystals for about 4 months, and they have saved me, especially in anxious moments. I think that a lot of times we can create a specific connection to it that maybe someone else might have with it and will maybe not have with it. So that's a lot to do with the energy, and it feeds off of who we are. So that's so beautiful to know. I encourage you guys to go ahead and go to a shop and get your first crystals, because when it comes to positive things, when it comes to positive ideas, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's not gonna harm you to try something new, to try something beautiful that could possibly be a great change in your life. So I know a lot of people may be skeptical of the healing properties of crystals, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't work for you, then at least you tried something new. So yes, I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel. I am now Holistichoney, and I am so excited to share all things good with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Peace and blessings.